Hey guys, welcome back to Pretentious Pundits, a podcast where we discuss all things football and pretend to know what to talk about. This is our preview for Game Week 12 of the EPL, and we're only going to be discussing two fixtures in particular this game week. And kicking things off at Old Trafford, obviously Manchester United hosting City for the Manchester Derby. And Fawaz, what are your thoughts on the upcoming game between the Manchester clubs?
I don't have any. I don't know what to talk about this year.
Are you still upset about the Champions League exit?
Yeah, of course, because we started so well in the Champions League. We beat Leipzig 5-0. We beat PSG. Then we lost to Istanbul Başakşehir, which we should have played much better. And that game was the turning point, actually, if you see. Because if we would have won that game, by now we would have had the qualification.
Mm-hmm.
And again, against Leipzig, last game they just needed 1 point, and Manu always fail to deliver when they have to like make the most out of it. Because last season they played so well, they worked so hard, they got that Champions League place. But what is the point of getting the place if you are going to screw it up at the big stage?
Fair enough, but I feel like after talking about all the problems with Manchester United and their consistency, you're not doing so bad in the league, if I do say so myself. I mean, you're sixth, you have
Yeah,
a game in hand, and you're already on 19 points. If you were to win your game in hand, you would probably go up to like fourth in the table, overtaking Leicester, obviously. So I don't think that's a bad thing, and obviously you'll be on level points with Chelsea, which is insane. So, do you think you guys have the players and the form necessary to turn it around at City?
see, the players are there, but it just depends on them. But one consistent player who's been playing really well is Bruno Fernandes, because whenever he's there, he tries to make the difference all the time. He creates as much as possible. He tries to take shots. He's always good in the final third. Rashford, Martial are always on and off. Mason Greenwood also this season, he's had a stop start, to his season, but then uh, he's doing well for his age. But Rashford, Martial need to step up, and the midfield. I don't know what Ole is like going through, because the selections he makes sometimes it's questionable, because Pogba was playing really well, but then he starts some other players, and then if other players are playing well, then he starts. That just keeps on happening. So he doesn't have a fixed midfield. Last season he had Bruno, Pogba, and Matic, but this season, except for Bruno, everyone is
Been
switching every
changing.
game, and yeah, they are changing every game, and I think that's like the important part, because Fred, McTominay, one game they play brilliantly, and the other game against PSG, especially Fred had a pathetic game. Yeah, that's it about this game.
All right, fair enough.
That's what
And
I feel
from
about it.
a Manchester City perspective, Yasir, I mean, obviously, Manchester City every season are title contenders. And
Definitely.
yeah, that goes without saying. They've got a certain pedigree about them, you know. So yeah, what do you think Manchester City are going to be looking forward to? Going to Old Trafford.
Adding to their misery, obviously, because City have been in brilliant form. Even in midweek against Marseille, they won 3-0. It was very comfortable for them. And in the week before that, I mean, in the Premier League game, which was in the previous game week, they won 2-0 against Fulham, which was again comfortable. So City right now, they're keeping clean sheet. They're scoring goals. It looks really good for them right now. Even against Burnley, it looked brilliant. Against Porto, they got a draw, but yeah, for City right now, they look really in form, and they will try to hurt this Manchester United team and really try to add to their misery.
Yeah, obviously, and it's good to see players like De Bruyne back in form. Obviously, the season when it began, he wasn't one of the key players you'd be looking at after a few
Performance-wise,
yeah
yes.
performance wise after a couple of game weeks he was looking really lackluster. But this is what we expect from De Bruyne. I mean, the his form the last couple of weeks, it's been brilliant, and he's once again on that path to prove why he's the best player in PL.
Yes.
and it's
Mhm.
clear to see why. So obviously, I completely agree with you when you say that City are going to be adding to United's misery. Obviously, there's always a chance that United might pick up at the right point because even though City,
Solskjaer.
I mean, yeah, whenever Solskjaer's job is in danger, United perform, and I feel
Yeah,
like
he turns the things around.
I'd like to add one more point. United have been doing well in the league, especially the last three games, where they concede the first goal, they concede in the first half, and then second half they
come back.
perform really well, and then they come back. Especially against Southampton, last minute or something, Cavani scores the goal, and then against West Ham also second
Yeah.
half they overturn the deficit. But then against City, they can't take that risk because
Yeah,
a
it's never.
City, like, they keep so much possession, and once they keep attacking, they keep on attacking. Even if City lose the game, they have 15, 20 shots on the goal.
Mm.
So they just keep on attacking, and Manu shouldn't let City score the first goal. They should
Yeah.
start attacking right from the
Yeah, I
start.
think that'll be the name of the game because Solskjaer will obviously try and sit back and hit them on the counter like he's been doing
Yeah,
in the previous meeting against Manchester City. So that'll be the name of the game, I feel.
Yeah, fair enough. And then
Mhm.
quickly moving on to the next fixture. Obviously, there's Everton versus Chelsea. This is going to be huge. And Hari, what do you think Everton's game plan is going to be here? Because obviously, compared to the way they began this season, right now their form is looking pretty poor. So how do you think
Mhm.
Ancelotti is going to try to fix that against Chelsea?
Yeah, I see. If you ask me, the major player, Rodriguez, he picked up one injury when he played against Burnley, so he is out. And I think Coleman is also out, if I'm not wrong.
He is,
Hamstring
yeah.
injury is
Dinia,
the
Coleman.
yeah. So with some players like this out, and we all know Ancelotti's class. I but since players are also out, I don't see them winning. But it's Ancelotti, so you never know what will happen.
True.
But I think it's going to be a big doubt. I'm not sure that Everton is going to win. I would take a 50-50 risk on this. Like, chances are there Everton can win, but chances are also that they cannot win. But see the major player, the Rodriguez, he's the one who does all the playmaking stuff in the club. He's only not present because of the
Yeah, he's
Burnley
the one who
game.
creates chances, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the one who does major part of the things. So, and with him out, and in Chelsea's side, like Hudson-Odoi is also there, Zeke is also there.
Yeah, they both
It
are
is going to
injured,
be a
yes.
very bad, and yeah, even in defense also, Everton is little bit picked up
yeah, the
injuries
defense has
over there
always been
also.
questionable.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
so
Yerry Mina can always be doing better than he is doing,
yes,
regardless of how
so
good a
that's what
game
like
Everton have.
with so many problems that Ancelotti has right now. I think they. So if you ask me, they're not gonna win, but you never know because it's Ancelotti. As I said earlier, he can do things that other managers can do.
Yeah, fair
So
enough. I agree with Hari on this. Also, the fact that majority of their creative players, obviously the two fullbacks, Seamus Coleman and Luca Digne. Apart from
mhm.
Rodriguez, those two are kind of the creative anchors in this Everton side. Obviously, they've done so in the earlier, games at the beginning of the season, and they're going to be a
Mm.
huge miss. There are players to
But
replace them. Obviously, there's
yeah,
Fabian Delph, but I feel
mhm.
like the replacement
Even
for
he's
such
injured.
players.
Even he's injured.
Oh yeah,
Delph is also
oh
ruled
yeah.
out.
He's also
I just
yeah,
remember he was subbed off against Burnley. Yeah, he was
yeah.
subbed off
But
against
you know
Burnley. My
what?
bad.
I would like to add one more point. Like the midfield and defense might be a question, but the attacking is very strong. Richarlison
Yeah,
and
Richarlison
DCL.
and BCL.
And I don't know what Richarlison is doing, but he's been putting good assists for DCL, and DCL is scoring them like a madman. 11 games, 11 goals. He's in the top of the score, the top scorers right now.
Yeah, obviously,
So
none
that's
of
going to
us
be a
saw that at
problem
the
for
beginning.
Chelsea. Yeah, but that Chelsea can sort out. I think their defense is okay right now.
Their
With
defense is
all the key
brilliant.
It's
players.
really good.
It's really good at
Yeah.
this point.
Kurt Zuma is doing brilliant.
Mm.
Kurt Zuma and
He's
But
also
comfortable.
Reece James, not to
Yeah,
yeah,
forget
Reece
Reece
Reece.
James.
James also.
So yeah, obviously
And
there are.
Thiago Silva too. He's been doing great job. What we expected from him, he's doing more than that. I think, if you ask me, for a player who came from France, and he took a little time to adjust into the Prem, and he's been doing well. I think,
Yeah,
and
and
that's
Yeah.
the same opinion Yasser as I think so.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, also the fact that obviously now players like Bernard and Sigurdsson are going to be up for Everton, and they're going to be looking to make an impact.
What happened to Iwobi?
Iwobi, I mean, I
He
feel
was
like
playing as a right wing back
yeah, he's gonna be.
because
He's definitely gonna be playing in this game against Chelsea, but I feel like the way he's been performing so far, even when he's been given the opportunity, I don't
Not
think.
the player he was at Arsenal.
Yeah, definitely not the player he was at
Yeah.
Arsenal, and definitely not the
But
impact
yeah,
he should have had. And yeah,
yes. So
quickly speaking of Chelsea, Yasser, I want to know your thoughts on how you think Chelsea is gonna approach this game against Everton.
yeah, I think our fullbacks are really doing really well because Chilwell and Reece James, we've seen performances, really great performances throughout the season. And then when you look at Everton's fullbacks like Digne and Coleman are out, so I think that will be the name of the game where we try to really push the fullbacks up and try to get these crosses in. And then depending, like our defense looks really good, so it's just the onus is on Chelsea to create chances. Mount Havertz to pick these passes and try to, because Havertz is Ziyech is missing, so the creativity has to come from somewhere else. So the fullbacks and the midfielders have to really turn up for this game.
Yeah, probably Pulisic could start for this one if possible. I
yeah,
mean, obviously,
Pulisic is he's actually ready.
Yeah, Lampard
He's,
said that he had a hamstring.
Yeah.
Like I think he felt his hamstring is what he said
Yeah,
after that
he's-
Leeds game, because I don't think he was ready, but he was forced onto the scene because one of the
But-
players got injured.
yeah, before, but I read, I think in Twitter or something, like he's like perfectly fine and he can start for the
Yeah,
It's
he
gonna be
played,
one.
but
explosive attack game. Like both the attacking side, both the attackers and like both the teams are great. So it's gonna be one explosive match.
obviously,
I feel like.
yeah, and Chelsea will be looking to Timo Werner, obviously, to get those goals, and likewise Everton would be looking at DCL, but
He
Also the
has to
fact-
take his chances
they have to.
because
and,
one game, yeah, he's brilliant. One game, another game, like you remember last
Yeah,
week, he missed a sitter.
yeah, the
absolutely.
thing with
He was
Werner
like-
is he misses those chances, but then he comes up with something in the game, like we saw in the
He's
Leeds game as
always
well.
he's always decisive in the final third. Like he causes
he
the
always
defense a lot of problems.
Yeah,
Yeah, he always compensates for whatever mistakes he does, like
Yes.
in game also. I think he missed that chance and he provided that assist to Ziyech.
yeah, that's
So
brilliant assist at the
Yeah,
end of the game.
That's what.
Exactly, and I guess for Everton, it's going to be up to players like Ben Godfrey and Mason Holgate. They're going to have huge responsibilities this game. It's going to be really hard to keep Chelsea attack at bay, considering the amount of goals they've already scored this season. Obviously, the highest scoring side in PL. But yeah, it's going to be a really fun-filled game. But quickly moving on to the predictions, starting with the Manchester Derby. Fawaz, what do you think the scoreline is going to be there?
I think it's gonna be a 2-2 draw
Could make for
because
a very
City
interesting
are
game.
because City are also like unpredictable. They are not doing that well, like how they have done in the previous seasons. So you never know.
Fair enough. What about you, Yasir?
I just see this going City's way because right now they look the informed team, so it's obvious to pick them. But yeah, I'm going for a 2-1 win to City.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. And Hari, what about you?
See, I don't want either of the team to win, so I predict a nil draw because I don't have any of the players, any of the City or United players in my FPL also. So
Oh,
I want a
bro.
nil-nil draw.
Cut this guy. We'll make a separate FPL podcast for him. He can go right there. I mean,
So yeah,
okay, fair
that's my
enough.
prediction. I predict a nil draw for City United.
All right. And obviously, the next game is going to be Everton versus
Yeah,
Chelsea.
City, your prediction.
I completely forgot about that. Obviously, I want to draw because it's already a very tense 3-horse race. I don't want to make it a 5-horse race.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be. I see this going City's direction too because first things first, their defense is sorted, which is something that we can't say for Man U. You never know what that
Yeah.
fridge might end up doing in the game. You never know.
Oh, don't talk about fridge.
Yeah, and so I feel like City are going to get a 2-0 victory here.
But there's always that Solskjaer. It just never goes away because
he
it's
just
always
turns up,
there. Yeah, it's always there. But
Yeah.
I feel like Pep Guardiola is going to be the one to finally finally put an end
Break
to
that, yeah.
Yeah, to break that.
But you know what? I feel when his job is online, I think he picks up his gaming chair, comes sits on it, and leans forward and just manages the stuff and turns the thing
I don't know.
around.
You know what? I feel like United are actually going to put up a fight. So I feel like this could be a 3-2 victory to City.
Yep.
I was just thinking about it, and I took the fact. I was thinking about it before I said 2-0. I don't know why I said 2-0, but I feel like it's going to be a very close 3-2 victory to City.
Let's see. It's going to be interesting.
Anyways, moving on to the next game, Everton versus Chelsea. Starting off with Hari, what do you think the scoreline is going to be there at the end of full time?
Yeah. See, being a Liverpool fan, I would love to see
Liverpool,
Chelsea.
no.
No,
Hari
no,
is never,
no. As a pundit, my
never
friend.
neutral.
Yeah, never
Yeah.
neutral.
Neutral.
Put your
Okay,
bias
so
aside for a
as-
second. Tell me.
All
what
right,
you
all
feel.
right. Yeah. So as a pundit, I would say, 1-0 victory for Chelsea. I feel
Cutting
like
it,
that. A
cutting
1-0
it very
victory for
close.
them.
Yeah, cutting it very close. But all right. What about you, Yasir?
I'm really optimistic, so 3-1 to Chelsea.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fawaz, my friend.
I'm being very optimistic, so 4-1 to Chelsea. But I
Damn.
want
I would love
DCL.
that.
I want DCL to score.
Should I be more optimistic
yeah.
than this?
You can if you want to.
Because this
I
is
was
the best
gonna-
time
yeah.
to hurt Everton. They don't
It
have
is.
most
They
of
don't
the
have
players and
defense.
the defense.
They don't have a proper defense right now. I
Yeah.
feel like it's gonna be a 2-0 Chelsea.
So,
Purely because of the fact, I feel like Chelsea are obviously going to have those attacking opportunities going front. But I feel like they will also be a little, cautious about the DCL and Richarlison counter-attacking opportunities. They don't want that happening to them. So they're going to probably, they're obviously going to have a lot of opportunities to score. But I feel like, obviously, the fear that they're going to be countering is also going to keep Chelsea at bay. So, I want DCL to score, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, guys, that's it from us for this episode. Please make sure to leave your predictions down in the comments below, not just for these fixtures, but for any other fixture that you might, have predicted. Thanks a lot for watching. Your support over the last couple of weeks has been insane. We appreciate it a lot.
We hit 100 followers in Instagram. Thanks
Yep.
for that, guys.
Thank you so much for that, guys. We really appreciate it. We're so grateful to be making content for you guys, and we're so even more grateful to be seeing that so many of you like it and watch the content. Thanks a lot for your support. Please make sure to follow our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel down in the, we leave the links to our socials in the description. Follow our Instagram at Pretentious Pundit. Also, like this video, share this video with your friends, and hit that bell notification to be updated every time we upload. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Take care, guys.